Good morning, friends. So I'm currently getting ready to make a smoothie. Look how like glassy my skin looks. So I am currently getting ready to make a, I put this honey in the wrong cup. I was gonna use this one. Well, dang it. So I'm currently getting ready to make a smoothie. In the bottom of here is, just the Berry Hill, clover honey from, Aldi. So I love tropical smoothie. Love them. I love their Blueberry Bliss smoothie. So frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries. These are brand new packages, which I think I'm gonna have to cut because I cannot get this open. One of my absolute favorite smoothies that they make. So when we went to visit my sister-in-law, they had a tropical smoothie right around the corner. We have one not too far from here, up over in Canton. So it really is fine. So they use blueberries, strawberries, and banana, almond milk, and honey, or like sugar in the raw, that kind of sugar. So I'm gonna add my strawberries in. These are just the frozen fruits from Aldi. They do come with a resealable top. I'm gonna have to shake these blueberries in because they did get a little, like, see the inside of the bag. I don't really want to put my hand down in there. So delicious, yummy blueberries. I like mine a little blueberry heavy. And then I'm gonna go like this. Okay, I'm gonna put these away. We bought the big bags at Sam's Club. I didn't show that in the haul, but we did buy the big bags at Sam's. And then a banana. So it is a whole banana. I'm gonna just get out a butter knife here. Move, Chef. I'm gonna get out a butter knife. And I'm actually gonna cut this up instead of just put it in whole. Daniel breaks it in half, but I don't think it works very well when he does that. So I'm just gonna cut this up into pieces so that way it doesn't, that way it blends better. And then I'll show you guys what the almond milk I'm gonna put in. It actually is the Member's Mark almond milk, but we got a NutriBullet for our wedding as a wedding gift, and I love it. We make our smoothies at home. So that's what that looks like. The honey is in the bottom. Now I'm gonna take some unsweetened almond milk from Aldi, and I'm gonna actually fill that to the max line in here and call it good. And then we are going to put on the NutriBullet blade. Make sure that's nice and secure. And then I flip it. And I'm gonna mix this so you guys don't have to hear this because it's loud. Okay, so I just spun the black piece on. Someone's calling me. I just spun the black piece on. I'm going to get out a straw. Ta-da! There it is. I need to mix in the honey just a tiny bit better. It did get like kind of stuck all over the place. I should have put it on top instead of on the bottom. But lesson learned. Oh man, tastes just like tropical smoothie. Okay. So I got 2 books this month. I did take advantage of my discount on add-ons for books. So I did get 2 this month. My hair's driving me nuts. I did get 2. I'm hot, guys. I shut our air off last night. So I turned it back on in hopes that it's gonna get cool in here. I feel like a hair on my eye or something. But anyway, so I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna show you guys what I got. This is also driving me nuts. It hurts. Whatever. So I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna show you. Okay, here we go. Book of the month. Okay. So this is book of the month. This is the pick. So this was one of my options for the pick this month. This is Annie Knows Everything by Rachel Wood. It was the romance pick. Let me read you the inside cover. It says, after getting let go from her job and learning her sister is engaged to the worst man alive, Annie needs a win. Luckily, she's able to talk her way into an opening on her company's data strategy team. Sorry, guys. What the cover makes this hard to read. Whatever that means. So what if she doesn't know how to write code? How hard can it be? Surely Connor, the team's overworked, aggravating, and distractingly hot interim head, will soon realize how capable Annie is. Annie sets her sights on landing this new job, even if that means ignoring the chemistry building between her and her new boss, and she tries to gently convince her sister to reconsider her engagement. But with sparks flying at work and at home, she begins to see how complicated taking matters into her own hands can be. Maybe, just maybe, Annie doesn't actually know everything. So that was the picks for this month. That was the romance pick for this month. Now, the add-on I went with, it's called Last Night in Brooklyn. Now, this seems to be a shorter book. Let me read you the inside, or I'm going to flip the camera around so I can show you the cover. Okay, there's the cover. Last Night in Brooklyn. I don't know how to say this name. Obviously, this is Gonzalez, maybe. But I don't know how to say this first name. I'm so sorry to the author, but let me read you the inside. So the inside cover looks like this. Spring 2000. I have a hair and I can feel it. Spring 2007. Okay. So I'm a early 2000s kid. I was raised in the early 2000s. At 26, Alicia Canales Fortin feels smothered by her future. She's in a long-distance relationship living at home with her mother's beliefs, saving up for her wedding to a future doctor. But after Alicia ventures out, it could be Alicia or Alicia, ventures out one night in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, she finds herself lured by the siren song of youth and possibility that the striving crowd of creatives holds and moves to the neighborhood. No one embodies this milieu more than La Garza, a larger-than-life, up-and-coming fashion designer whose epic house parties fuel local lore. La Garza's life, observed by Alicia from her apartment across the street, seems to hold the allure and fearlessness Alicia has never dared imagine for herself. But when Alicia's wealthy banker cousin moves nearby, she is increasingly drawn into both his and La Garza's precarious lives. Against the backdrop of a potentially life-changing presidential election and a looming once-in-a-generation fiscal crisis, Last Night in Brooklyn explores the dark compromise of the American dream for people of color living unknowingly in the twilight of a cultural moment. It is a story about everything money can buy and the destruction of what it can't. So this book, let me double check and see how many pages it is. So with the acknowledgement and everything, Last Night in Brooklyn is 240 pages long, and Annie Knows Everything is 340 pages long. Woof! I also got my Centennial bookmark. They have been giving these out because it's the 100 years of Book of the Month. So they've been giving these out. My last Book of the Month, I got a pink bookmark because I hit friend status. But I also got this sweet little card in here too as well. And it says, this year marks our centennial, 100 years, thousands of good books. We've been in the business of news since 1926, introducing readers to fiction we believe in, backing bold new voices, and spotting early on titles that have stood the test of time. The prevailing belief is that young people's brains are turning to mush, that fiction is finished, and that no one reads anymore. We disagree. Writers are still writing great books, and a remarkable number of us are still reading them. For the last 100 years, we've been shaping a more curious and thoughtful culture. Somewhere in the long run of months that made up a century, you joined in. The next 100 years of great fiction starts right now, and it's in your box today, and it'll be there next month too. We can't wait to see what you choose next. So, these were April's Book of the Months. Book of the Month picks, or that was the romance pick for Book of the Month this month, and then the add-on. I will link my personal link. If you are an avid reader like me, I highly recommend Book of the Month. So I loved to read as a kid, and somewhere along the line, I just kind of fell off when it came to reading. I'd say after I graduated high school, maybe, is when it really kind of fell off because I wasn't, one, required to read, and two, my love for it just kind of went away. Now, I would say I was probably 24 when I picked up reading again. The first book I read when I got back into reading was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I still read a few of her books from time to time, but not so much anymore. But then I picked up the first book in the Knock 'Em Out series by Lucy Score called The Things We Never Got Over. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's right in front of me. It sits right in front and center. Because that is the series that got me back into reading. And then it all tumbled forward from there. You guys know that I have a massive collection. I've outgrown both of my bookshelves. So pick up a good book, guys. And if you make it Book of the Month, that's great. It's probably one of the best subscriptions I subscribe to. It just opens a whole new world. Reading opens a whole new world. You don't have to read the same genre every time, and you don't have to read the same things over and over again. And even if you love to reread, that's great. I'm not a rereader. Once I read it, I put it up as a trophy on my shelf and call it good, or return it to the library, but I highly recommend it. So I will link my Book of the Month in the description below. Well, good evening. Last you guys saw me, I was chit-chatting about my Book of the Month. My face is nice and shiny. I did a face mask, like a sheet mask. So I did do that retinol the other night you guys saw. I think either my skin is purging or it might be too strong. I am not sure. I'm going to give it maybe like 2 more tries. Because I don't want to do it every day, but I'm going to give it 2 more tries, and if it continues to do what it's doing to my face, I will try to find a different strength, a smaller, lesser strength retinol, or I'll just cease to do it altogether. So, I just did a face mask tonight. I'm letting my skin kind of take a little break from my prescription face cream, from the retinol, from the Marina serum, the brightening serum from Earth Harbor. I think that's what it's called, Earth Harbor. But I will be putting moisturizer on here in a few. But she's pretty shiny. I used a Tony Moly rice mask. It's for like pure, not purifying. It said I'm clear, so it's for like inflammation. So anyway, but last I talked to you guys, I was talking to you about my Book of the Month. So, we have had 2 relatively, I don't know, they weren't bad storms, just smaller storms pop through here. It has been, there's thunder. You guys can't hear it because it's too soft, but it has been lightning and thundering on and off for the last, when do you think the first downpour rolled through? Around
5 o'clock?
5-ish, 6-ish maybe. Daniel is home. When he got home, he immediately started working on the bike. So we, that's not going too well right now, but someone thinks he's got an idea of how to make it work. So,
oh, it cranks over.
Yeah, I know, just,
I'm gonna run the Napa tomorrow. Before we take hope. Give me some vacuum line.
How much is that gonna cost?
A couple bucks.
Oh, okay. Anywho, but tonight we were working on the bike and our neighbors invited us to go out to dinner. So we went to a pizza, kind of like, I don't even know, what would you call it? It wasn't really a dive bar, but I mean,
Like a tavern.
yeah, kind of like a tavern, pizza place.
A tabernacle, if you will.
Tabernacle? What are you saying?
If anybody knows what a tabernacle is, put it in the comments. Learn her.
Religious. Never mind. Anyway, if you guys don't know, we are religious, but we just don't share that too often here. But anyway, I got dill pickle pizza with bacon and ranch and what else was on it? I saw they sprinkled dill on there too, so that was nice. Daniel, what pizza did you get?
Chicken bacon ranch.
He got the chicken bacon ranch pizza. He got his deep dish and I got mine thin crust. Definitely think the crust could have been a little bit thinner. Sorry guys. But surprisingly enough, it did not mess my stomach up. I didn't look to see if they even had gluten-free crust, but I could be speaking too early, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was our evening. We literally came back here. I sat down and scrolled TikTok for a little bit, and that was about it. I mean, we really didn't do anything after that. So anyway, I want to read more of my book. I didn't get to really do that today. I finished watching the rest of my show today. And what else did I watch? Oh, YouTube. Because contrary, even though we film for YouTube, I do watch a lot of YouTube. So probably not this weekend, but hopefully next weekend we're going to get this place back in order. This weekend we are just so busy. Tomorrow I have to take my dog to, well, my dad's dog to the groomer. And then we're having a little Easter get together at my sister's house where we're cooking food. And then also have to go to the store and get stuff for that tomorrow. Sunday is busy too because it's Easter, so I have to make pasta salad for that. And then I also have to go to my mom's. And in the midst of all that, my grandma fell and broke her hip. So it's just been a crazy day. It's gonna be a crazy weekend, so I want to vlog Saturday and Sunday, so I might combine those two. I'm not sure. This one's gonna be separated because this is gonna be the last of my spring break vlogs. Hi Sage. This is gonna be the last of my spring break vlogs. Saturday and Sunday are just gonna be a normal regular vlog. We haven't regularly vlogged in a while, so I'm hoping to get into that more. I know we're still going to stick to like our normal hauls and all that stuff because that's what we do here. But I want to try to vlog a little bit more, get more out. But hopefully next weekend we are going to get this house in order. Yeah, we really need to, really, truthfully. I have so much laundry to put away. I have so much laundry to do. And I go back to work on Monday. So, but let me think. It'll be the whole month of April and the whole month of May. And that's it. I'm done. Which seems crazy to say. This is my first year as a first grade teacher in the books. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, and we also have a crazy summer. So hopefully you guys will stick around with us for a crazy summer because we have weddings and all kinds of things. I think I'm watching my friend's boys again this summer. I vlogged partially over the summer, last summer. And I was at my friend's house watching her boys. So my plan is to hopefully watch them again this summer. Get to hang out with them a little bit more. But anyway, so I think I'm going to read my book. And probably sit here. We have our curtains open. We normally keep our window curtains open all the time. Let the fresh sunlight in. The ones we don't keep open as often is the sliding glass door windows, but we do keep our like big area window open, and I can see the lightning out that way. So read my book, watch the lightning, listen to the occasional roll of the thunder. It doesn't happen too often right now. It was pouring earlier, so it literally... What? Did you dent? Oh my. Okay.
Jeepers.
It literally, like, you could just feel the shift in the air when the storm rolled through the first time. And then it just sprinkled and then downpour. That was, like, it. Stopped. And then you felt it got sunny. Change in the air. The clouds rolled in again. And it downpoured again. And then it's rained on and off since. So, but both times, it was so funny. We got issued a severe thunderstorm warning for the first one, and then that one expired around 5:30, and then the other storm rolled through, and we got issued a severe thunderstorm warning with that one too. So that was pretty interesting, I thought. The one expired and a new one started. So they're just little pop-up storms that are, listen, it's 76 here, or was 76 here today, which is,
We can be expecting some kind of tornado.
I know.
Prime time
A tornado did touch down on Tuesday. I didn't vlog on Tuesday, so you guys, you did miss part of that. So a tornado did touch down on Tuesday. It wasn't too far from our house, actually. Found out that the tornado sirens were going off here. We had no clue. We had no idea they were even going off. So, but anyway, I'm gonna wrap up day 4. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Happy Good Friday. Pretty soon the tomb is going to be empty. But Friday's good because Sunday's coming. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Good Friday. And we will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye.